So in our previous lessons on database management system, so we have seen how we can be able to at least define our schemas. We have seen how we can be able to perform entity relationship model as well as database normalization. So in this video, we are going to at least see how we can be able to implement our structured query language, that is SQL, using MySQL Workbench. And also in this video, we are going to look at how we can be able to install this MySQL Workbench on our system, so that we can be able to at least write our SQL query or SQL commands in order to instruct those database to query, create these tables, and many more. So in this video, we are going to see how we can install this MySQL Workbench. What we are going to do now, we are going to try to download MySQL Workbench from our using our browser. We type it on the browser. This will launch the MySQL Workbench environment. So we now click on this, whether we click on this first one or the second one to now navigate into MySQL Workbench. So we are now clicking on the first download MySQL Workbench link. This will now take us to the MySQL Workbench environment. So you see we are on MySQL Workbench community download. So we select the operating system we are going to work with. So I'm going to work on Windows operating system. So my Windows operating system is now selected. I will navigate to select my my MySQL type I'm using. Here we have all in one, like if you are using 32 or if you are using 16-bit, so you can be able to download the installer here. So I can just click on the installer for the installer to begin. So I will still wait for this process to complete. I'll also come here, is asking me what to sign up or signed into this. So you can just say no, thank you, just start downloading. So this one will also work. You just click in order to start your download, and this will also begin the downloading process, and you wait for the process also to finish. So as you can see here, the download has begun. MySQL Workbench is installing, is now on 10 or 11, 12, so it's very fast. So we will just wait for this process to finish. Then we now go to our download folder and then start to initialize the installation of this process. So this is the installation process is done now. So we can open our folder or just double click on this MySQL Workbench community 8.0.40, and we select our own from the open folder. So this will initialize this MySQL Workbench 8. This we set next. We select the folder if we want to change, but for this purpose I don't want to change anything. I will just click on next. I want, is it custom or complete? I need complete installation. Then I will now command install. So this process will also take a while, so I'm going to wait for this process to begin or to be completed. So the program features you have selected. So as you can see, the wizard complete installation setup has finished installation. MySQL Workbench 8.0 CE is complete. So do I want to finish and launch? If you don't want to launch, you won't check this, but I want to launch, so finish. And guess what? So as you can see, wow, this is what we are having. Let me resize this to house my screen. Yes, let me resize. So we have this connection, as we can see here. We just click on this link in order to link our new connection. After we have launched our new WAM server, we have new connection. So our password, we might leave it blank because the password we have connected is also blank. So we test, so continue anyway, continue. So we can finish this and then click here. So our MySQL is ready. So we can try to create. We can type create database. We give the database name CAC313, and that's all. We end this statement also here. This noun will execute statement under the keyword where the cursor is, this there. So we create this. So we see now we have created database successfully. So if you want to create table and so, this is also, we are going to look at that. So but this is also this is all what we are going to have, or what we are having. So you can create on this schema now, not administrator. So you come to this very system. This is the system tables, this is the multi-vendor, this already what the database that I'm having already in the system. So I will refresh this in order to see my what CAC313. So also, if you want to drop this database, you can be able to draw it. But let's meet in the next video. I will show you how you can be able to work with your MySQL